Okay, so it is 7:02 on 10/17/25. It's Friday. Just a quick reminder while I'm thinking about dates is just to run through, now that we're not doing peer payments really, that deadline is I'm going to go an hour earlier. Okay, ready? Okay, so 6 o'clock Central Time is what I would call the deadline for getting a deal in with cryptocurrency. Okay, that gives you an hour flux because it's actually 7 when he rolls the clock. But let's tell our people 6 o'clock. And then noon on Saturday Central Time is when we can get in changes. Afternoon, we can't get in changes after that. And that's when we can get in changes. So noon on Saturday. So we're coming up against those deadlines, and we're excited about all of the above. We're gonna keep doing these next week. So let me go over that real quick. We got Herschel jumping in again next week. We got or no 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 that's this week. Let me go one more page forward. It's so many notes, so many notes. Okay, I know we have a return visit from Mr. Corey next week. We have a return visit or we have Brian Frazier next week, and we have Andrea again next week. Andrea is going to have a part three to what we're continuation. So I got to go through my notes and find out Wednesday is Brian Frazier, Corey is Thursday, and Andrea is going to be Tuesday. So follow up from this of the beginning of next week. So Tuesday through Friday, we're going to do it throughout the end of the month, and then we'll reevaluate together on here on what we need, how we're going to go. Good to see everybody this morning. Most of your smiling faces that are on here are awesome, and if we are in recording zone, so we're gonna get going and get started. One quick reminder on safety as we go in here, and I say this one all the time just because it was my greatest hack. But if you're blowing me off and not doing this one simple step and taking 20 minutes out of your day to do it, because it might take that long on the phone, is calling your phone carrier. Everybody should call your phone carrier and ask them to block exporting from all of your phone numbers. Block exporting the phone number. Okay, so you're blocking the number getting exported from your account to another account, and everybody should be blocking their number from being exported. It is the number one way people are getting hacked. As you heard Herschel teaching the other day, that it's not the wallets that are getting hacked; it's your phone number, it's your email, it's your website. So, but the number one way through a phone. And guys, when that happened to me, I literally sat and watched. Okay, because they had taken my phone number, so I couldn't make calls, but the apps were still there. So I watched them on Binance USA I watched withdrawal, 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 withdrawal. And I was watching right there with the Verizon guy and right there with a police officer, watching the withdrawals happen for about a half hour's time until they got about 9,000 of my dollars. Because they were going through taking each and every one. Like, there goes XRP, there goes Ethereum, there goes Bitcoin, and that was the true fact that happened to me. And so that's why I bring that one up all the time, because that one also stops any two factors that you have. It stops them from getting into any of those as well. So that's a big one. Just want to you'll hear me share that tip very often on these calls, because it always I always feel that people think I don't got to take this step. I don't got to call my carrier and get my number blocked from exporting, and then you hear about the tragedy. So all right. So with that, you guys know how much this couple means to me, and how and Andrea means to me. So her introduction needs not be said. Everybody gets help from her at one point or another, She has been troubleshooting and serving this community for a long, long time, and we sure appreciate that. So, with that being said, Miss Andrea Krasinski, take it away.
Thank you, Thomas. Good morning, everybody. I don't know if it's a favorite couple tonight because he's still sleeping. So I get the bright-eyed, red-eyed morning call. But I want to welcome you guys back. As you remember, last week we talked on the custodial side, the centralized exchange side of crypto.com. So today I'm going to walk you on the non-custodial side, which is decentralized multi-chain, where you have 100% control of your wallet. So this means we're going to talk about, like what Thomas just spoke on, the two-factor, setting up the security, your seed words. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Can you see that okay? Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. So today what I'm going to do, we're just going to go step by step. Take notes. If you have questions, I'll answer them at the end. And I did more of a graphic for you guys so you can kind of see exactly what you're looking for. And I do have a special guest. After I walk you through it, they're going to come on, share their screen, and they're going to go from start to finish with you guys. So if you want to do it with us, I'll be happy to let you. So the first thing we're going to work on today is downloading and setting up the crypto.com Onchain app. Then I'll walk you through the process of a 2FA security, which is two-factor authentication. I'll walk you through the step-by-step process of buying your crypto. Once you have that inside the wallet, then I'll show you how to make your first transaction and send the crypto. And then I'm going to do a visual walkthrough, quick and easy today, give you a little education along the way. So let's get started. So first, you're going to go onto your Play Store, your App Store. As you can see here, Apple looks like Popsicle Stick A on the left, and then on the right, it's the shopping for Android is more of a sideways triangle that's colored. And the logo you're wanting to look for on the App Store, instead of the blue background, you're going to look for the white background with the blue lion head. I think it looks like a lion head. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I call it, the lion head. Once you get there, you're going to click on download. You're going to let it completely download, and then you're going to click install. And once you click install and it goes onto your screen, you're going to click open. When you open the app, from left to right on these pictures, you're going to click on create new wallet. Allow notifications, because you're going to want it to let you know when you're moving your funds back and forth. You could keep track of when it's completed, when it's, if it's still pending, or if any money's moving around. Like Thomas said, he was able to see those transactions being removed from his phone. This will allow you to get alerts when money is going in or out for you. Then it's gonna ask you to create a passcode. It's a 6-digit number. You're gonna type it in, and then it's gonna say confirm your passcode. Once you confirm your passcode, it's gonna send you to this screen on this bottom left here. You're gonna click the little pencil and paper. When you click on that, you're gonna name your wallet. Then it's going to have you choose an avatar. There's about 5 or 6 different avatars. And you just choose what you want as your go-to. I think this guy here is like 24-hour trader or something like that. So I was laughing looking through them. And then once you do that, you just click on Got It. Your next step is going to bring you back to this screen. It's going to say Success. Now we're going to start the security. You're going to click on Backup Now, and you're going to have two choices. And if you remember listening to the amazing Herschel the last few days, don't take screenshots, don't put it on your phone, don't keep your seed words on your phone, don't save it here. Well, it gives you two options. I like to write them down. That way I could put them in the safety deposit box. I could put one in a file. I have them in multiple places. So if I lose my phone, if my phone's stolen, my phone breaks, I need to trade it in, I have those seed words. So when I come back, instead of creating the wallet, now I can import those seed words and get all my money back. So you're going to click on writing it down. It's going to take you to a screen that says Backup Recovery Phrase. On there, you're going to select all three of these little check marks. You're going to read it. I'm now in a private area where you can write them down. You know, losing your recovery phrase is equal to losing your wallet, and it's fun, so you understand the risk of that. You won't share your recovery phrase with anybody on or offline because those are your words, your bank account, your money. Once you click that, this little line down here will turn bright blue and click Reveal My Recovery Phrase. Then once you, I'm missing a slide here. Once you do your recovery phrase, it's going to bring up a screen and it's going to give you your 12 seed words. Very, very important. If it's left to right, you're going to write number 1, number 2, number 3, left to right in the order that they're laying. If it's down on the left and then down on the right, you're going to go 1, 2, 3 that way. But you want to keep them exactly in the same order that they are showing for you. Once you're done, it's going to bring you to the home screen. This is what the home screen looks like. Your name will be up top, so you know that's you. It's going to have a list of cryptocurrency, different kind of trainings and sales, and buy this crypto up top, so ads. But the most important buttons are your home, wallet, and the one in the middle is to send and receive and to swap. So now we're going to get started on setting up the two-factor from your home screen. You're going to click on wallet down at the bottom and then go straight up top in the top right and click the gear wheel. That's going to bring you to your settings. As you can see, we already did the recovery phrase. We did the passcode. If you want to do your biometrics and do facial, you can set that up. But now we're going to do the two-factor. When you click that, you're going to get a QR code, and it's going to have you either scan it. So if you're doing this on your computer, you're going to use your phone to scan a QR code, or you're going to copy the wallet address. Do not click Proceed to Verify yet because you need to get that over to your authenticator. I use Google Authenticator on this left side here. So when you open that up, down at the bottom, there's a plus sign. You click it, and you can either scan the QR code or enter it manually. When you enter it manually, you're going to get a box like this. It's going to say enter code details. Code name, I like to say what it is. So this is crypto.com Onchain. That's what I would put there. Or I might just put Onchain. You paste the address where it says your key. Your key is your address to your two-factor. And then you leave it on time-based. You're going to click add. Once you add it, and then you go back to your computer or you toggle on your phone back to that QR code, hit Proceed to Verify. When you proceed to verify, you then enter your 6-digit verification code from Google Authenticator, and that's what it looks like right here, where you can see like Amazon or Finexbox. Those numbers, you can click that, copy it, and just click the first box, right click and paste, and it's in there for you. Once you do that, it's going to bring you back to your screen, and now it shows that everything is checked. Everything you're going to do is going to ask forever and ever for your two-factor authentication. So now let's talk about buying crypto now that we're safe and secure. You're going to click back on your home screen at the bottom, and you got up top where you could buy crypto. You're going to click that little blue button, or you could do it from your wallet, and I'll show you here in a second how it has all of it up top, but you're going to buy crypto. You're going to choose which crypto you want. For TEXIT, we like USDC, but you're going to have a list, and you're going to be able to search which crypto you want, figure out how much money is in there already, and if you don't have any, how much you want to buy in there. And you want to make sure what you're buying is on the network that you need. As we talked about, you have an Ethereum network, you got Bitcoin network, you got a Binance, you got a Tron, and for TEXIT, we use the Ethereum network. You always want to buy a little bit of Ethereum to have in your wallet before you buy your USDC. Why? Because that helps with the gas fees, and it helps you send and receive on that network. Once you figure out what you're buying, you can use on Onchain. Now, this is just Onchain today, but you could do credit card, you could do PayPal, Venmo, connect those, a Visa debit card. And if you have the Visa debit card from crypto.com, you can attach that here and use that to buy your crypto. So now I'll show you how to send that crypto. You're going to select on wallet to get access to the send button. Once you're in wallet, this is what your screen will look like. I chose USDC for this example, and you're just going to click on send, because now all your money is in there from when we bought it. So now you're just going to click on send. When you click on send, it's going to have USDC up here at the top, and it's going to be on the Ethereum network. As you can see here, I chose Ethereum. You're going to paste the receiving address. In this case with TEXIT, once you click submit on a sign up, or if you're buying the coins or buying another miner, it's going to bring up a QR code. You have a choice if you click the blue square to either scan it or paste the address right in there. When you paste the address, very, very important, write down the first 3 to 4 and the last 3 to 4 of that address, and you're going to want to verify that with the address on the QR code to make sure you're sending it to the right person. So that's very, very important. Once you select how much you want to send, it's off, it's going, it's going to either say confirmed, pending, processing. You're going to get all kinds of different terminology for what it's doing, but you keep the QR code going on the screen that you're paying until it says complete, and your phone will then say your funds have been sent, processing, click anywhere to continue. If you're worried that your funds aren't going anywhere, you could go up to the top right, go to your settings, look at your transaction history, and see what it's doing. It's going to say process, pending, or complete. You can also go on the exchange like Ethereum, Etherscan, Tronscan, Blockchain, any of those for whatever network you're on will also show you where it's at in the confirmations. It can take 30 seconds, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a half hour. Usually on new accounts, it takes a little bit longer than it does if you're doing something every day or all day long. It's a little bit faster. All right, so at this time, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to invite Shar on to join us. She's an absolute amazing leader. She's done cryptocurrency. I reached out to her about 10 minutes before the call and said, Shar, can you help me? I need a volunteer. I asked her if she had Onchain. She did not. So I said, perfect. Do you mind helping? So Shar, do you mind jumping on and sharing your screen so we can walk them through live on how we can get their Onchain?
Okay, bear with me. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. Screen, start broadcast.
Perfect. We see your screen. Now, if you could go to your home screen for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
You see it?
Yes, ma'am. And you're on an Apple?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Can you please go to your Apple store for me? Thank you. Now go to the search, and I'm going to have you search crypto.com Onchain. So
You said it's the white background, right?
Yep, perfect. Stay right there for a minute. As you guys can see, the logo there has the white background with the blue and the white lion's head. That's the one you're going to want. Now, I personally go to the second one. I don't click on a one that says add. I like to do the one underneath it because I feel that's more from the company than somebody sponsoring it. So I go to the one below it, and I'm going to have you click open for me. Okay, so she had her passcode put in, she did her 3 phrases or her seed words, and now she's on Onchain. This is her home screen. Can you go to the top left for me real quick, Shar, please, and click on Shar New? So where it says Shar New, if she clicks on the 3 dots, it's going to allow her to change her name if she wanted to. So if she wanted to put Rock Shar, that's where she would do it. For a new person, it would ask you to go ahead and do it.
I'm just going to go ahead and change it. So you can see, and then I just continue, correct?
Yes, so just hit continue. And now her name up top is Rock Shar. And then what you're going to do for me, Shar, is perfect. So down at the bottom, you see her home, the blue button, and wallet. So if she wanted to buy crypto, she could go directly from the home page. She would click the buy crypto, but we're first going to do the 2-factor. So she's going to click on wallet. She's going to go to the top right, click on the gear wheel. And now, as you can see, her recovery phrase, she's backed up with that. She's protected with her passcode. She set up her Face ID. So now an extra layer is going to be her 2-factor. So she's going to click on 2-factor. She's going to copy the address. She's on her phone. So she'll copy the address by clicking the little box to the right of the address. And now she's going to go to her home screen. Do you already have Google Authenticator, Shar?
I do.
Okay, perfect. So if you don't have Google Authenticator, you would go back to your App Store and download it. Now in the bottom right, once you open it, in the bottom right, there's going to be a plus sign. She's going to click on that. And she's going to enter a setup key because she copied the address. She's going to name what this is attached to. So we're going to just say Onchain or crypto, whatever she's going to remember it as. And then the key is where she's going to paste her wallet address. And she's going to leave it at time-based. I believe it's like 30 seconds that you have, or 15 seconds to copy the code to get it back to the other page for it to work. If you take longer than the timer runs out, you're going to have to go back and recopy the new number because it always changes numbers for security. And then go ahead and click add for me. Perfect. And there you see it at the bottom. So she's going to, if you can see the timer, it just reset and her numbers changed. So now she's going to copy the on-chain code. She's going to go back to on-chain. She did her Face ID, and now she's going to say proceed to verify. And she's going to allow the paste, and she's going to go right in the box or click on paste, and it's going to paste that code for her. And now she's done. Everything to protect her wallet is now turned on, and she is good to go. She is secure at the moment with this. So hit your top left back arrow and do it again. Oh, wait, go back there real quick. Go to the gear wheel. I want to show you guys something else too. The auto app lock, it automatically closes you out at 1 minute. Shar, I like to click on that for me. I like to change it to 5 minutes. So that gives me time to buy the crypto, send the crypto, and let that process. So I set it for 5 minutes so it's not closing out as I'm trying to do stuff right away. Hit the back arrow for me. Perfect. And you could go ahead and hit the back arrow again because now you are all set up. So now we're going to go buy crypto. You could do it from the home page. You could buy or deposit. Deposit is going to be your bank wire, your ACHs. If you buy crypto, you're going to buy exactly what you want using a credit card, a debit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and you can use your crypto.com Visa card on that. So click wallet.
It's not letting me.
You're already there. Hold on, you're already there. Okay, so click on Ethereum for me to give them an idea.
Sure.
Now, if you don't see the USDC and that's what you're wanting, I will show you guys as soon as I walk you through this part how to add that coin to your wallet. So here she clicked on Ethereum. She'll click on buy. And then she's going to choose how she wants it. Now, next week, I'm doing part 3 on how to connect Onchain to crypto.com and how to link your crypto.com Visa debit card to the account to make your purchases. So for this, we're just going to, let's click on credit and debit card. That's what we're going to use. And then she'll have to accept the terms and conditions, and we're not going to do that right now because I'm not going to have her actually buy anything, but you're going to accept the terms and conditions, and it's going to connect her. So hit the back arrow. Once she has what she wants to use, she could put up here. Now, if you look, USDC is what we need for in Ethereum for TEXIT. Here, she has Ethereum, but it says Arbitrum 1. Click on that for me, Shar. You want to be careful that you're not taking base, optimism. Those are extensions to the network. So we want Ethereum, just basic Ethereum, which that's what she's on. So you're going to click next. And so she's going to type in how much she wants to buy and just pick a number. And on here, the minimum purchase is $30, but for example, we're doing 10. Once you put in 10, you're going to click on done. And then you're going to hit continue. It's going to process. It's going to connect you to what you have, send you over to the third party. If it's not your Crypto.com Visa or whatnot, you're going to accept those terms. You're going to hit got it. And then it's going to purchase your coin for you. So this one's on-ramp. So her $10, the transaction fee is $40. Her network fee was $1.54. So all in total, it's going to cost her $11.94. So always, always remember, no matter if you're buying, you're sending, or somebody's sending to you, there are always fees involved for the network. We call them gas fees. Those gas fees, you want to make sure you include that on top of whatever you're paying, sending, receiving. Because sometimes it's included in the price that you send out and you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes it takes it out of your balance and you don't have to worry about it. And sometimes it adds it to what you're sending. So for this instance, she wanted $10, but it's really going to charge her $11.94. If she was to send out, that $10 might end up being $8. So you want to make sure you're always buying a little extra for what you're purchasing. Okay, go ahead and close out of that for me, Shara, in the top left. Hit your back arrow. So now we're going to pretend she has $10 in Ethereum, and you're going to hit your back arrow for me. Now what we're going to do, as you can see, you don't see her USDC here. So you're going to click on Manage. And in the search, where it says search, she's going to type in USDC. Perfect. Now, as you can see, you got all these different USDCs. You have to scroll through there to find the Ethereum. The Ethereum one is going to have a white dot with a diamond. It's kind of black. So that's the one you're going to want to choose, and you're going to toggle the button on, and it looks like she did. So scroll up. Now it's turned on. So she has the Ethereum. She's got her bridge. So she chose a couple different ones. So the main one you're looking for is this last one that's blue here. The USDC, or the third one, I'm sorry. The third one, which has the diamond. There you go. So now she has her USDC. She's going to hit the X in the top left. And now you can see it in her wallet. Once it's in her wallet, you're going to click on that and you're going to buy your USDC for your transaction. So now she has her Ethereum for her gas fees. Now we're going to pay for TEXIT. So then she wants to make sure in the very top it says USDC coin, Ethereum. She's going to click on buy. She's going to choose how she wants it, puts in her dollar amount, hit continue, follow the process. And then once it's done, it's going to say complete. And then she's going to show her balance up here for USD. Okay, hit your back arrow. Now that she has her funds in USDC, she wants to send it out. So we're going to send it to pay for our TEXIT. She's going to select USD coin, make sure it's on the Ethereum network. She's going to paste the address from the QR code. She's either going to scan it or she's going to copy it under the QR code and paste it right here. And then she's going to click send. Of course, she doesn't have anything in there, so it's not highlighting to say continue. But she would then hit send. It'll ask her how much she's sending, confirming it, and then it's gone. And then you're going to hit the back arrow. Now, when you're buying on the on-chain, depending on which form you're using, if it's a bank wire and ACH, it's 1 to 3 days that they'll hold for it to fully come into your account. It's not necessarily they're holding it, but they're waiting for that transaction to fully complete its cycle. Once it's available is when you'll be able to send it out. Okay, hit your back arrow again for me. So that's pretty much how the Crypto.com on-chain works. Next week, I will show you how to connect that to your Crypto.com. Shar, thank you so much for showing us a live version of how to get started with this. I appreciate you being my guinea pig this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. Not a problem. Anytime.
Thank you. All right. That's all I have today, Thomas. But does anybody have any questions, you're welcome to raise your hand. Did we lose Thomas? Hey, Sarah, go ahead.
Andrea, for those that were late, can you just kind of give another quick definition about what's the difference between the on-chain and the one that we did last week?
Yes. So Crypto.com is a custodial wallet. It's an exchange where you could buy, send, trade, receive, but it's not, they control what they can do. If they want to hold your money, they can hold it. If they want to let you use it, they'll let you use it. So they're controlling what you're doing. If you go to the on-chain side where you put in your seed words, you have the control of when you're wanting to buy, how you're wanting to buy it, when you want to send it, who's receiving it, and you have the security of that. So you have your seed words, you have your passcode, it's attached to you, as to where Crypto.com, they hold the seed words.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Anybody else?
just to mention real quick, that, because this is going to be recorded, I know she covered a lot of information and a lot of good stuff, and you'll be able to go and slow it down, start and stop it, whatever you need to do to help yourself to learn more. And that goes for every single recording that we've done this week, and last week. So just a reminder of that, because she covered a lot of great information. But any other questions? Raise your hand if so.
And I just want to say too, when you're in there, if you're going to play to learn, just be aware of what you're doing, because Crypto.com does send you emails saying, you made this transaction, you're sending this transaction, confirm your email, but you want to make sure it's coming from Crypto.com, not phishing, somebody sending you an email saying, hey, your balance is low, add some more funds. Make sure you're really aware of what you're doing on these wallets. It doesn't matter if it's Coinbase, crypto, Exodus, just make sure you're really aware of your transactions. Write them down if you have to, so you can remember. So you say, oh, this wasn't me. This is, let's trash that email. I'm not even going to open it.
Right. And crypto.com gives you a phishing number on every email. So you can check that with your back office or reset a new phishing. So you'll know if it's legitimately from them. Matter of fact, me and Natalie were talking about this, Andrea, that our company should do a phishing email.
Mhm.
that they should have a phishing number attached to people's accounts so that because there was scam emails that went out last week, right up well a couple days ago, right on payday, and so with the phishing number that would help us to know, hey, this actually is from the company. So, anyways, I'll remember to suggest that later on today. Candace, go ahead and unmute and add to or ask Andrea anything you'd like.
I just want to have a question, Andrea. That was amazing. Um, I went to follow along, and of course, it already says that the Onchain is installed on my phone. So if we have crypto.com, does that automatically install on the phone? Is that something that you might know?
No, you actually have to download Onchain, and then as I mentioned, next week I'll show you how to connect it. But if you already have it, it could be possible you downloaded it, connected
Yeah.
it, and didn't realize you already done it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I looked in all of my apps and it's not showing in all of my apps, but if I go to the Play Store, it's showing that it's already installed. Okay, so I'll do some research on that and figure out how I can get it uninstalled and reinstall it because I don't recall doing that. And the other thing, is it better to go ahead and create a new wallet or import a wallet and import your crypto.com that you already have?
Well, you would want to create a wallet so you get the seed words for it. And then there's an actual setting, which I'll go over this next week, that you connect your crypto.com to it and everything syncs and ties together.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Mr. Tim, go ahead, sir.
Yes, good morning. First of all, Andrew, that's just really great information, and it's so timely for me and some of my team members. So thank you. I want to implement that over the weekend
You're
as best I
welcome.
can. Thank you again. Yeah, I have a question. Are you planning to equip us further to take this USDC and place it into our TEXIT back office and everything so we can do transactions there? Is that something you're planning, just to make us fully aware how you do that? Is that possible?
We don't actually go ahead, Andrea.
Oh, I was going to say, we don't actually store the USDC in our back office of TEXIT, but if you have it in your wallet, that's what you use to send when you're signing somebody up.
Okay,
Just to
I just
clarify
wanted some clarity. Okay. See,
It would be nice to be able to load larger amounts in the back office to use to buy and purchase. But since each transaction we're going out of a new person's account usually, then that might be, you know, the same effect of sending from another wallet than if we are sending from our back office. You know, for peer to peer in our back office and things like that, that would be really cool feature in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. It's just excellent, and it really helps when you bring it down to my level. So thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And
Yay.
what I like to do with my teammates, if we're signing somebody new up, when I have the crypto, or if we need to go through Thomas, depending, like when we were doing peer payments, once they're set up and we get them in the system, that new person, I schedule with them, walk them through how to download their crypto.com, have them fund it, so then their next person, they're the ones who are paying for their person they're bringing in, and then we're trying to duplicate it that way to kind of keep a stream going.
And that's what I want to accomplish, and I'm just not there yet. So thank you very much.
It's okay. It takes us a couple times to learn it. We're good. We've all been there.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Mr. Herschel, come on, give it to us.
Oh, I just have.
Be nice to me, Herschel. I know I'm not. It wasn't as good as yours yesterday, but be
No,
nice.
not at all. Actually, Andrew, you did a wonderful job. I actually have a question for Shar.
Oh.
This was Miss Shar. This was your first time using Onchain, correct? And setting that up.
Char,
Did we lose?
let me ask her to unmute there. Miss Shar, you with us? There you go.
I was toggling, so I had to go back. Actually, I did not know that I must have partially set it up at some point. That must have been years ago because I didn't remember at all.
Okay.
So yeah.
Here's
So I
my
guess it was
question.
downloaded. I must have got my seed phrase. I'm probably going to have to create a new account now because I'm going to check and make sure I have those words. If not, I'm going to create a new one.
That was the reason why I'm asking the question. It is so easy to download these wallets in the moment. And obviously she may have done it in the past at some point, but has no clue where the 12-word seed phrase is.
Oh, I know where it is. If
You
I have
do?
it,
Okay.
it's in my safe. Oh, yes. I have a safe with
Okay.
all of
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
But
what
thank
she
you.
does, but play along. Play along. No, you don't know what
Sure.
it is.
I have
So
no idea where they are either.
we want to make sure that everyone writes down those 12 words in the moment and puts them in a nice, safe location. Because if Andrea had to send her $1 million this morning to that wallet as an example, and something happened to her phone before she could cash it out, because I'm sure she would, or whatever, no one would have ever been able to access that. That was all I wanted to highlight. That's all.
Yeah.
The
And I
importance.
actually found them because they are not only in my safe, but they are in the handy dandy fireproof
There you go.
envelope that Mr. Thomas has told us all about. So I took heed to his words and
Gotcha.
I have it all. So, but thank
Sounds
you.
good. That was good. Because I was like, well, okay, we skipped a step somewhere. I missed that. So
Yeah.
sounds good. All right.
Now, there is a place, and maybe I should touch on this next week, Herschel, since you brought it up. But
Can retrieve.
if you need your seed words in a pinch and you can get into your on-chain, you can go back to where you backed up manually and it will show your seed words for you.
Correct.
So just know that's if you have your phone, that's if you're in there in the moment, if you're on there, not if you lost your phone, you can't do that. But if you have it and you thought, oh, I want to put it somewhere else safe, but I'm here now, you can write them down, put them in that safe, and then you know it's secure again. Or if you're importing it into like a trust wallet and you need those seed words to do an import. So that it's handy for you there. But like Herschel said, keep them safe, guys. Write them down, keep them safe.
Well, Andrea, you know of the example. So if you guys haven't noticed, I text sometimes at 3 a.m. But Andrea, you remember when I thought I was just cleaning up my phone and I erased my entire phone? And we spent a Sunday and we thought it was going to be a big deal. But because I had the seed words in my wallet, in my safe, we actually recovered every single wallet that I had because I also have a list, and every single wallet was recovered and refreshed, and I just got to start from scratch with my phone. So things happen. Phones get dropped in toilets. Things happen. And so what they've been talking about and whatnot. We definitely have seen recovery phrases save our tails more than once.
So Mark decided to wake up and just reminded me of what happened to us yesterday. He had a crypto.com account from way back when we were first with Thomas, and we've been trying since July to get his new phone number and address changed into crypto.com, but it wasn't letting him in. So we've been going back and forth through their support. Yesterday, he comes out with a notebook. Now, this is funny, Thomas. He comes out with his notebook from 2015, and he says, look, I think I have your crypto.com, and I just found my crypto.com. So he literally put his, not only do you want to write your seed words down, You want to write your email down that you're using. You want to write down what two-factor authenticator you're using, and you want to write down your passcode, because he was able to put in his email. When he put in the right email, it let him log in with I'm not a robot, slide the puzzle piece type thing. He got there. We had 2 different passcodes for him. The second one worked. We got in there, but it wouldn't send him his code to verify that it's him getting in there because his number was changed. But we were able to go to the chat support, get his phone number changed, and he got his account, and he found $5 of Shibu Inu in there. So very important, not just the seed words. Anything else? Mr. Bill?
Go ahead, Bill.
All right. Thank you. You know, Thomas, you've mentioned many times that YouTube and stuff are great resources, but there's no better resource that we have experienced in the last few days of training of people that actually care. They want to help. They have a passion to help, and they care that you get it right and you get it successful. So kudos to all the people that have been on the call training, because we do appreciate you.
And you're next, right?
Soon.
We got you, Bill.
Go, Andrea, go. Put him on the spot. Get him.
Stick the stick in, you know, to put the knife in.
Love
Oh,
it. Love it.
he's a good teacher too, guys. Bill is an amazing teacher. So
He is.
we all have our little nicks and crannies that we live to work with. So.
Well, I think this was absolutely wonderful as usual. Great questions. We'll give it one more second for another question, and then we'll be right at that hour. And again, we'll continue. You all can unmute and say thank you to Andrea. Again, we'll see you Tuesday. But we are a team, and we are here for any getting stuck or any whatever. So let's say also that you got stuck on something and you're not in a hurry to get that fixed. Well, write down that question, write down where you got stuck, and then at the end of the call or whatever, we'll address it each week. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Everybody, give
Great
Andrea some
job,
love.
Andrea.
Yes,
Thank you.
Andrea.
Excellent. Thank you.
So bring the questions.
Yeah,
Thank
she'll
you so
give you the
much.
one on Tuesday.
Fantastic job.
Thank you, Sharp, for your help.
Anytime, girlfriend.
Education.